Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. And I also want to welcome everybody on Anchor who is joining the audio version of this. For you folks, the charts that I'm referring to are going to be in this morning's daily report. Check that out over at Princetontrader.com. Okay, so we're looking at the daily chart here, and they really walked it up into the tax announcement yesterday. 2509.25 is our new all-time high. They backed it off, and we're trading right here, 2500, 2499, 2500 level. It's the area that we've been battling over all week. It continues to be the area of the blue line here, which is the 9-day simple moving average. If you look back 5-6 sessions, you can see that the entire day has bisected that moving average, and we're not going to get any short-term directional movement until somebody decides they want to be above or below the 9-day simple moving average on a consistent basis, and neither side has been able to finish off the other side when it comes to that battle. As we get over to the hourly chart here, when we talked yesterday morning, I said the bulls had a decent shot at higher. They tried to do it first thing in the morning. They could only do 25.05. They washed everybody out all the way back to 93. Then they took it up into the tax speech at 2509.25. It was a nice little day for us. It was basically long, short, long. And at this point, what I'm wondering about is we've got matching lows at 99. I have a long on right now with a very tight stop at 2500. A tight marker, I should say. If weekly pivot down at 24.99.60 here looks like it wants to be converted, then I'll be pretty quick to hop off that one and then go ahead and just wait for the regular session. But matching lows on the 5-minute chart will always get my attention because that has what has established lows recently in this market. What we saw yesterday is just basically the same version of what we've seen recently. About a 10:30 in the morning low. The dip buyers come in, they grab it, and I understand that we're not, on most days, we did yesterday, but on most days we're not reaching up to new highs. But the reality is, as long as the dip buyers feel comfortable coming in and doing what they do every day, then whether we are in an uptrending market, in a two-sided market, or even in a downtrending market, you will get violent rallies, and you can be long those rallies. You just have to understand where risk is and where resistance is up top, which is what, that's what we do all day long in the room. We spend more time trying to figure out where we're going to be wrong in order to mitigate risk than we do worrying about the ones that are working out. The winners are just going to run. It's just in case you're wrong. Like we took one off yesterday for a tick, took one off for 1.5. But then, we do 5 2/3, 3 2/3, 3 2/3. It's all about, especially in trading the mini, it's about mitigating your losses and about letting the stuff that's working keep on working. And we're going to talk about risk this coming Tuesday. Myself, Tony Rago, Spring Hill Jack from theartofchart.net, channelsandpatterns.com, the whole Princeton Trader chat room audio team. We're going to do another webinar this week. We did one last Tuesday. You can check that out. The link is up in the daily report, and it's up on the website. We're going to do one this coming Tuesday, 4:15 p.m. on understanding risk. I want to talk about risk. I want to talk about risk markers. I want to talk about stops. I want to talk about how to keep your day once it's made. That's the biggest problem we have in the room. We have no problem making our day. The techniques that we develop are about keeping your day, and that means a little something different for everybody. So as we head into the regular session, look, I'm going to sound like a broken record. You got to watch 24.99 to 2500. Weekly pivot is going to determine who has the advantage short term. When we get back up top, you get the pre-FOMC price here of 25.04. Now you've got an all-time high up at 25.09. What the bears would like to do is convert 2500, go back at the 24.93 low from yesterday, and see if they can make a lower low. They need to get out of the habit of making higher lows. You can see here on the hourly chart, you've got the low of the week back on Monday. You've got a higher low Tuesday, higher low Wednesday, and they're trying to put in a higher low on Thursday. That goes back to the dip buy dynamic that we just discussed. The bears have got to break that dynamic, make some progress on the downside, and then hold that progress that they make down on the downside. They have to hold it. They can't just give it back up. That's when they get themselves into trouble. That's what produces new all-time highs on a Wednesday afternoon. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. Check out, I'll be out with a midday update on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us there at Princeton Trader. Trade them well. I'll talk to you then. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.